everyone out there in the land of YouTube. You know the drill. This is Annette Dion. I'm the host and founder of the one and only Psychic News Network. This is how we get through these crazy times. We do readings. We're all in this together. We chose to be here at this time in history. Our souls did. And it's crazy. You like the elf earrings? Did you like that I had them on the smudge? I put it over on the other side of the room. Rudy. Can we just... I'll wait till more people come on before we really celebrate the fate of Rudy Giuliani. And actually, months ago, I said that I see Rudy Giuliani in jail. And he's still going to jail. I know it was not, a going to jail kind of case. Unbelievable. I don't know. Maybe I'll read on that. How he could have fallen so far. Rudy colluding drunken Giuliani. Yeah, that's a Michael Cohenism. Someday, when we've gotten through these times, we will all, maybe there'll be some kind of a sitcom. I don't know. Let's just look at the bright and the light sides of things. It is the holiday season. What happened to Rudy? Let's first, before we ask that, I haven't picked a rune stone for a while. It's a brainwashing of Trump. Yeah. It was a big day. It was a big day for news. I'm going to pull a rune card just to give us some guidance for the night, for the weekend. These are rune stones, and I'm just pulling a rune stone to give us some general guidance and see what the guides have to share with us about, it's getting to be the end of the year. We're getting really close. So I want to just ask for a little bit of guidance for the going into the end of the year. We know that this time of the year, we usually have important people pass away. Just putting that out there. But expect famous people to pass away before the year's out. I don't know why it happens that way. It's almost like the souls are like, this is the year I'm going to go. So expect some celebrities passing. Thank you, Terry. Terry's putting up questions and topics, which is really helpful. So this is called Thor Isaz. And it looks like a little, this is what it actually looks like. That's a better view. It's a rune. And this one says... Protection, raw force, fertility, strength, breakthrough, thunder. Widely linked to Thor, the god of thunder, Thorisaz is seen as a representation of Thor's hammer. Thor uses his ordained weapon to slay numbers, but not all, blah, blah, blah. Hang on. It activates the subconscious in the material world, imbuing the positive power of destruction to the constricting, harmful, and antiquated systems and structures. Boy, that's what's going on right now. We are in a time of, like Thor's hammer coming down. This is like the equivalent of the Tower card. Thor's hammer coming down, activating the subconscious in the material world, imbuing the positive power of destruction to constricting, harmful, and antiquated systems and structures. The Supreme Court comes to mind. It is the ever-present thorn with the potential to both inject or protect. This is really apropos to what's going on right now. Invocation. By might, by light, we plunge fearlessly into the righteous fight. We summon the strength to blast through blockages, injustice, and ancestral chains. By freeing ourselves, we activate ripples of release, regeneration, and sovereignty. I just felt guided to read you a rune card, a rune stone tonight. And that, it sounds like Pluto and Capricorn. Yeah, that's true. We are in the process of dismantling the old structures that do not work anymore. Corruption, not that that ever worked, but corruption, greed, patriarchy, racism, misogyny, dark, evil, lies, all of it. We're I know, wasn't that spot on? That's incredible. I just go with what the guides tell me. Living in the material world. Right. So this is, we're in a time, I don't know if you guys notice this. I just kind of live in this world. Patriarchy definitely needs to go. There is a shift happening. And I want you to know that as far as what we're going through in the United States, oh my gosh, it's just one thing after another, as you know, as it's been for years now. Things are unsettled and scrambled and chaotic and crazy. We're coming out of the Neptunian, what is Kathy Beale and she calls it the cosmic fog. We're coming out of that Neptune energy where the fog is clearing. So all the things that haven't worked anymore are being broken up. And what doesn't work is the dark, suppressive, nasty, hateful, evil. Thank you, Marby. What that doesn't, it never did work. It's really, and now we're like, we're going in a different direction now. The dawning of the age of Aquarius, yeah. Help people, give this Christmas to poor people. I like that. Thank you for putting that up there. The way forward is healing, is kindness, is caring, is compassion. If you so much as just have a gentle tone in your voice saying hello to a stranger, a friendly tone, it can be as simple as that. We'll do a group hug in a little bit when we get 200 people. So the breakup of all the way that it's been is it doesn't ever go without kicking and screaming. And what we see the Republicans doing is kicking and screaming. Smile, it's free. That's good. And smiles are contagious. Yes, and Cheryl's saying she felt really relaxed today, and it's a good sign. This week, with all the tumult that's been happening, at the same time, there's kind of a feeling of we're going to be on a different kind of a platform. Thank you for your donations. A different kind of an energy moving forward. And what's really interesting is to see, and I mentioned this the other night, how the Republicans are just throwing it in our face. Trump is throwing it in our faces. This is who they are. This is what they want. They are not hiding it. There's stuff going on behind the scenes, but they're not hiding it. They're not hiding what's going on. So the fog is clearing. And we're getting to see everything, right? Mark Meadows is in huge deep doo-doo. Let's grab the Llewellyn cards. Here they are. If you got an opportunity, I did a show. We finally were able to do a show. I did a show with Catherine Glass, a psychic in Massachusetts. She lives in Concord. So she's more inland. I live on the coast. And we met really for the first time during our show today. So check that out under the lives. It was not a political show. It was just a show about the work that we do. And it was fun. And we'll probably do that again at some point. We also found out that there was a folder that had the information about the Russia's involvement in the election in 2016. Oh, Barbara loved the show. Thank you. I haven't watched it, but it was interesting. I'm just looking at my phone because there were things going on that I took a couple notes about. Hang on. So there's a folder. We really need to get a handle on our national security. We really, really do. There's a folder with Russia's election secrets that went missing. Meadows took it. Mark Meadows took it. A binder in Russia that's missing. Mark Meadows took it. Cassidy Hutchinson saw him take it. Didn't know, what do they call it? There's a name for the document, the folder. There's election secrets that vanished in the final days of the Trump presidency. What does Mark Meadows know? We might start with that, actually. What's Mark Meadows' fate? He's trying to get his case moved to federal court. The damn folder. Damn it. I remember back in 2016, 17, when we started to get wind that Russia meddled in the United States election. It never went away. The Mueller report happened. It was all in there. Bob Mueller said just because of some kind of a situation where you cannot indict a sitting president, his hands were tied, he was powerless, but it was all out there. So Russia meddled in the election in 2016, and Trump got in with the cheating and the meddling. We're going to look at what's going to happen to Mark Meadows. And we'll also do some pendulum work to find out where that binder is. Oh, and we're past 206. I mean, we're past 200. So let's do a group hug. Warren, I beat you to it. Per popular demand, let's do a group hug to just kind of seal the energy that we're all in this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, group hug. Whee! I got some new bells today from my viewer in Montana who chooses to remain anonymous. I just get the letter M. So thank you if you're out there. I got all these bells, which all these beautiful bells. I'm blown over. I have a Santa bell behind me. Hang on, I have to show it to you. Hang on. So I have a viewer in Montana who's sending me these wonderful bells. Look, it's Santa. See, the Santa bell. To go with Elliot, the democracy elf, and Judy, the democracy recruit. Every time a bell rings, a Republican goes to jail. Yeah, I know. This one sounds beautiful. It has an angel on the top. More of that later. Well, let's go to the pendulum first. I'll be playing music on the bells soon. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do with the bells. On December 23rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm live streaming. I'm reading A Christmas Carol by Dickens. And there's a part, when Jacob Marley shows up, there's a lot of bells and ruckus, so I can use them then. Join me for that. It's a fundraiser for my channel. December 23rd. I'll remind you. Who has the folder? Who has the binder with the Russian secrets of meddling in the 2016 election? Does Mark Meadows have it in his possession right now? Oh my goodness. It looks like he has it. For entertainment purposes only. It looks like Mark Meadows has it. Really? In his possession? Does he have it like is it on his person? Like is it around him where he lives? It's not in his home, it's not on his person, but Mark Meadows is in possession of that binder. Interesting. Moses is hiding behind the dinosaurs on the ark. I'm lost. We just got started and I'm already lost. No, it's not buried with Ivana. Let's not go down that road again. That was like a really long road of I don't see anything buried with Ivana. So we're ruling that out. Mark Meadows knows where it is. He knows where it is. Is it hidden? Is it hidden somewhere? Yeah, I feel it under lock and key. It's hidden somewhere. This is what I see. They should have trackers on these things. What are you talking about, Lois, with the dinosaurs on the ark? I'm missing the joke. Cassidy Hutchinson said it was in Mark's safe. Well, I'm getting that it's under lock and key, so that it's in Mark's possession. And it's under lock and key, but I'm feeling a storage unit. That it's also in a storage unit. I mean, it's under lock and key, but it's in a store. I see it in a bunch of with a bunch of other stuff. Is it in a storage unit? It's not a storage unit. It looks like it to my psychic vision. Yeah, they should have trackers on it. Will they be able to track it? It does look like they'll be able to track it. No, Maga Mike didn't build Noah's Ark. Oh. But he also said he was Moses. Maga Mike, which is it? Which is it going to be? No, but I know what you're saying now. Just speaking of Maga Mike, he claimed that, I know what you're saying, that he claimed that Noah had dinosaurs. Where do they find these people? That Noah had dinosaurs on the ark. Are there dinosaurs on the ark in Kentucky? And the ark is in Kentucky. I know there's a theme park in Kentucky. Have you been? Are there dinosaurs on it? Dinosaurs were way before Noah. We're so insignificant. Do you know dinosaurs roam the earth for I don't know, 70 million years or something? It just boggles my brain. He believes dinosaurs were on the ark. We need to oust these people. They're too dumb. Among other things. What's Mark Meadows' fate? Oh guides, oh guides, oh guides. Ghosts of Christmas past and present and future. You heard today about Maga Mike, he wouldn't even save his parents from a toxic burn in his district. You know what I get on that? If that's true? There's not a lot of love in that family. Oh, Lori's prediction is Meadows goes to prison. I have seen Meadows go. I have seen that. You're reminding me that I've read on it before. Vote. Do more than vote. Activate. Voting is not enough, and it's definitely good that you're saying vote. Blue wave. Voting's not enough. But if it's all you do, then that's great. Just know that we can do more than that. Meadows and Rudy can share a cell. This is the fate of Mark Meadows. I think he's going to plead guilty. It feels like it doesn't matter which court this ends up in. It looks like he's going to plead guilty. I don't think it keeps him out of prison. I think it lessens his prison sentence. Because I have the Seven of Wands, so he wants to get out of this in any way possible. Not that he'll get out of it, but, plea deal and that kind of thing. Speaking of plea deals, Chesbrough and Sidney Powell are making a mockery of the judicial system because that's just what they're into, like Rudy. Cheryl saying your daughter is voting for Trump. You were so disappointed. I'm wondering why you feel like you have no influence there. We need to talk about that. Yeah, this is justice coming from Mark Meadows. This is Mark Meadows trying to get himself out of his trouble in any way that he can. I'm seeing plea deal, but I am seeing jail too. The Nine of Cups is all the evidence. They have so much evidence on Mark Meadows. A lot of it is from Cassidy Hutchinson. Maybe the binder was the reason Jack Smith brought in Alex Whiting for international crimes. Yeah, that wasn't the only reason, but that's definitely one of them. The Russian binder is with Mitt Romney along with binders full of women. Thomas, you're being silly. Do I think he'll use the binder to get a lower sentence? Oh, I do see him. This is him seeking a lesser sentence. This is all the evidence that they have on him, the DOJ, and this is justice. This is justice. Terry's giving you all a shout out. All you members, a shout out. When you join, you get an affirmation in your inbox every day when you become a member. Just throwing it in there. I think Meadows is I think he's really nervous. I think that I do see Meadows seriously looking at what his actual options are. I see Meadows sitting down with the lawyer and just kind of spelling it out. How did they get so dumb? I'm trying to figure out how they got so dumb. It's like these Republicans, these criminals, their brains are shut down. Anyway, plea deal. Well, yeah, Hunter had a deal. Yeah. Nancy, you're absolutely right. What's happening to Hunter Biden should not be happening. I'm on Mark Meadows at the moment, but we can go to that too. Yeah, I like the recommendation that it looks like Travels is giving you, Cheryl. Tell your daughter to look up North Korea at night on Google. And you'll only see the lights for where the capital is. Everything else in the country is black. Yeah, you need to talk to your daughter, Cheryl. Understand that this is about being able to live free. Being able to live free. You love A Christmas Carol. Definitely join me. I'm going to read the whole story, cover to cover, on December 23rd, on Saturday, December 23rd, starting at 4. Yeah, so Cheryl, you've got people in the chat that are telling you, ways to get your daughter to actually open her eyes. Thank you, Janet. So Dwight is commenting on not trusting people that are MAGA. Well, totally makes sense to me. Let's go to, thank you, Terry. Let's go to Giuliani. So many criminals, so little time. So much crime, so little time. Rudy. I think I'll have some tea. Warren's bringing up to give, for Cheryl to give her daughter who's going to vote for Trump. Let's not etch that in stone. Trump may not even be on the ballot. To read Democracy Awakening by Heather Cox Richardson. We have a book club, Grassroots of Democracy. We have a book club, and our first meeting is going to be tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Oh, you just saw an orb? Nice. I'm glad the orbs came to visit. So we have a book club. It meets once a month now for Grassroots of Democracy. And we're going to be talking about Heather Cox Richardson's book, Democracy Awakening. And then the next month in February, we're going to talk about Liz Cheney's book. And by the way, speaking of Liz Cheney's book, I'm listening to Liz Cheney's book on Audible, and I just want everybody to know You have to read that book. And if you don't like to read, have it on Audible, have it on in the background. Much like Cassidy Hutchinson's book, which I also listen to on Audible, it's just, I mean, it will make you take a step back and go, how are we not remembering January 6th? I mean, how are we not? Mark Elias is great. How are we glossing over what happened on January 6th? It was a bloody battlefield. People, you know, ramming through the doors and the windows, and it's unbelievable why they let it go that far. Yeah. So anyway, I'm reading on Rudy. But I highly recommend Liz Cheney's book. I highly recommend Liz Cheney's book. Because she was there. She even described how the Capitol Police were being brought in with broken bones, and one of them had his eye gouged out, and they're saying it was just a normal tourist visit. So we're going to read that in February for our February book club. The book club will be the third Saturday of the month. And in January, Grassroots of Democracy will be 1 year old. Troll got whacked. Did you see me whack that troll? Which the troll said something really stupid. The troll said Liz Cheney lied. That is the stupidest thing. How can you say something so stupid? She was there. What is it, like the moon landing? The moon landing was fake? This is the same kind of consciousness there? Nobody ever said fascists had brains. Rudy. It's taking me forever to read on Rudy. Flat earther, I know, that's for sure. Stupido! I'm telling you. What is wrong with their brains? Oh, and you know, Rudy comes out after he gets this really heavy duty fine. Heavy. He can't pay it. There's... You didn't see the troll. It was quick. I got it. It was like a mosquito. As soon as it landed, gone. Rudy gets out of the courthouse. And he's standing there. And what does he do? He already did it once. He stood there and he said, everything I said about Rudy and Shay was true. And then he comes out and he says the same exact thing. And he's going to appeal. It's incredible. And all the evidence is there that he lied, and I was thinking about Shay and Rudy Freeman, and I'm thinking about they're going to get millions for this settlement, or they'll get Rudy's property and they can sell it. $148 million. Rudy does not have $148 million. He's a thief. He's about the most heinous public figure. Trump is first. Rudy is second. The most heinous figure in the public light in history. And it's interesting how he's doing the same thing Trump does, where he's continuing to lie and making it worse for himself. This is for the fate of humanity. Yeah, that's true. This next election is about... That's why I have on my board here, which I haven't gotten to yet, Save Our Democracy. That's why it says Save Lives. Save Our Democracy, Save Lives. That's why it says Save Lives, because we're talking about being able to stay alive. Rudy's like Abby Normal's brain from Young Frankenstein. That's funny. Anyway, it's too much news. Too much news! Getting confused. It's too much news. Can you believe it? He came out there. He got that huge of a fine that he has to pay, and he just went out there and he just said more. Just like Trump did with the E. Jean Carroll case. He was found guilty, so he goes out and he just makes it worse for himself. What is that? Rudy he's trying to steal more. So I'm thinking about Shay and Ruby and thinking about if it were you or I, right? If you had the option, if you were in their position, Rudy and Shay, if you were in their position and you've been through holy hell, you couldn't even imagine how much their lives got ruined for being like basically volunteer poll workers. Would you rather have had that never happen and have your income just be what it used to be in your old life? Or would you prefer to have all the hell that you went through and have millions of dollars? I think I would prefer to have kept my life the way it was if I were Ruby or Shay and just have the income that they had. He's broke. Rudy's broke. I can't be bought. I feel sad for people that can be bought. I really do. I'm worried about... I'm not really worried. Let me put it this way. I see Rudy having a really big downfall with his health and the King of Swords. I really do think he's going to jail. Yeah, Amy agrees she'd rather have her old life. Yeah, I do think Rudy's going to jail. I think he's going to make it worse for himself. I don't think that this is not a case where he would go to jail. But there are other cases where he would. And Rudy is a rapist, too. There's a lot. He's more than a struggling alcoholic. He committed sexual assault. I thought that he was drunk when he came outside the courtroom too. It's interesting. And there was a guy behind him that was holding a sign, and I got a screenshot of it. So it's a big lie. I'm sure you probably saw that. And I see the death card just fell out of the deck. Yeah. I wonder... Yes, Liz Cheney's book is on the Times bestseller list. Let's take a look. I wonder if Rudy's health is going to get so deteriorated that he's not long for this world. I don't really predict deaths, but we're all going to die. So I'm just going to say, would this shorten Rudy's life? Would the stress of this shorten Rudy's life? Yeah. Guarantee he had a flask in his pocket. My first sense when I saw him come out of the courtroom was that he was drinking. Oh, and Michael Cohen said that he's always drunk. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That confirms what I see. Maria's here. Hi. Maria, you know about our book club, right? Tomorrow we're going to we're going to go over Democracy Awakening. We're just going to talk about it. Is Rudy actually going to spend time in prison? Yeah, he is. Remember, he assaulted this woman that he lured into his living with him to work with him, and then it was bad. Let's today was a good day for justice. He drinks wine in the morning and scotch in the afternoon. That makes me ill just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. He's not long for this world. Yes, the Heather Cox Richardson book, Democracy Awakening. We're talking about that tomorrow. Anybody can come. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. I don't think we set that up for the book club, did we, Terry? I just got stumped. What am I reading about next? I'm going to read about I'm going to go back to the binder and the evidence that Russia interfered in the election and see if that's going to open back up again. Okay, so we'll talk to Terry about anybody who's on the Grassroots of Democracy list could probably come to the book club. Sorry, we didn't work out the logistics very well. That's my fault. we'll figure it out. All right. Let's go back. Okay. As far as Russia interfering with the election, okay, there's the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. I'm getting this kind of back and forth push-pull about the whole Mueller report and this binder that's now missing, that I believe Mark Meadows knows where it is and it's in his possession somewhere. He has claim on it. The Knight of Cups is a DOJ. Right now, the DOJ is weighing out, or the justice system is weighing out what to do about this secret binder. I do feel like, I kind of feel like that's Mark Meadows' ace in his pocket. Like, I'll tell you where the secret binder, I kind of feel like that's the ace in his pocket, where he's going to reveal where that is. Is that, am I picking that up accurately? I feel like that binder seems to be in Mark Meadows' possession, and it seems like it's a bargaining chip for him. It will be found. And I do see a complete surveying of the whole national security situation in this country. It is, yeah, Rudy's awful, isn't he? Rudy will appeal in May, get the fine reduced, but everything else he's done, yeah. If you don't have any money, like Rudy's not going to have any money. Anyway, I was reading on that Russia interference in the election. I think we're going to find out. I do see it becoming very clear. Speaking of the fog clearing, I see it becoming very clear to all the American people that the reason that Donald Trump got into office was because Russia meddled in the election in 2016. I do see that. The fog is clearing, people. Kathy Beale told us the cosmic fog would be clearing. I'm going to pull 3 cards on Trump. He's weakening fast. Trump is getting very weak. We read on Trump recently, and somebody asked if he has long COVID. I don't feel like Mark Meadows has a pardon. People are asking. I don't feel like he has a pardon. And I don't even think the pardon would really hold any water either. And Amy's saying pardons don't work in civil cases. Back to Trump. People were asking me if Trump had long COVID. I'm starting to kind of see that he's got symptoms of long COVID. And it's bad. Trump is like, I know that you might not see this, it might not be visible to you, but I really feel Trump is just, his energy feels like it's about to keel over. Honestly. Possession of the binder will change any deal Meadows had with DOJ. Well, possession of the, I feel like, I can read more on that. But it feels like Mark Meadows, I'm seeing a bargaining chip situation with Meadows. Jasmine Crockett is awesome. I was watching her. That woman is destined for great things. Okay, so I'm reading on Trump, what's going on with him. This is the Emperor. What I'm feeling is that he's physically weakening. Possession of the binder is a crime. Yeah, we'll go back to that momentarily. Trump's situation right now. This is the Emperor. This is the Hangman. He knows that he's gonna have to eventually cave in some way, and I feel like it's physical weakness. Oh, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, when he's going to start losing properties. Trump is going to start losing properties. I heard something on some YouTube today that was saying that he might not lose his properties in New York. And I was like, who is this that I'm listening to? Sometimes it's just on in the background. Long COVID and dementia. Yeah, that's what I'm getting on Trump. I don't know if it's coming down, like if he's quickly going downhill health-wise, Trump, but it sure feels like it. Will Trump ever face accountability before his health gives out? If you ask me, I feel like he's facing accountability now. Right? Remember, we could have been like North Korea on January 7th, 2021. COVID brain, it's real. I hadn't even thought of that. No, I'm thinking long COVID and dementia because I'm getting he's got a lot of congestion in his heart and chest. I see labored breathing. I see Trump having very labored breathing. I'm picking up, it's just my impression. That's why we're here, right? To share our impressions. I'm picking up long COVID, labored breathing, having a hard time breathing, a lot of chest congestion. Maybe he has a cold right now. You think Trump is heavily medicated too? And the onset of dementia. Yeah, Trump almost died. If you were watching me when he got, during the time that we were in the height of the pandemic and Trump was out there doing rallies and saying COVID was a Democratic hoax, can't believe people would vote for this guy. And then he got COVID, and Herman Cain got COVID because he believed Trump saying it was just a Democratic hoax and it was fake, even though Trump knew it wasn't. And then he got COVID, and I was taken aback because the cards were saying that he would die. Yeah, I don't know about COVID brain, but I don't know much about that. I feel like I'm picking up dementia after he killed so many people. Cheryl, tell your daughter not to vote for Trump. He lets people die. It's just like, I can't wrap my mind around why anybody would like this man. He was having a hard time breathing when he came back from the hospital, yeah. All right, if you want to throw a question up there that we really have to cover tonight, I mean, I just go with what the guides kind of tell me about reading. But you can throw a question up if you want. I want to read a little bit on, Warren, before you put your question up there, I'm going to read on the Supreme Court, okay? The Supreme Court is in hot water right now. It's up to we, the people, to call them out. James Comer is in hot water right now. Matt Gaetz is in hot water right now. MAGA Mike is in hot water right now. Picking up the Andy Biggs is in hot water right now. Anyway, it's bad. It's bad. How much will Rudy actually pay? I can't answer that. He won't be able to pay it anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. Right? What's going to happen to Joe Biden? He's going to get more popular. Greasy Jim Jordan. Oh, yeah. Will Junior escape justice? Nope. Oh, yeah, they're all in hot water. Yeah, they're all in hot water. If you receive the guided meditation for Healed America, which you receive on Wednesday morning, even if you don't attend Grassroots of Democracy, if you're on our list, there's a really good meditation from this past Tuesday, and it's in your inbox if you're on our email list. grassrootsofdemocracy.com. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's got a couple things in front of it, and so what I want to do is I'm going to ask about this, what Jack Smith sent to the Supreme Court. It's pending. They said they would accept it to decide whether Trump being a former president has immunity as a regular citizen. The Supreme Court. What are they going to do with that? I get this feeling like they're going to hem-haw a little bit. It's a no-brainer. If we're in a democracy, it's a no-brainer. You don't get immunity for attacking your country. You don't get immunity in a democracy for attacking your country and trying to destroy your country. Right? Right? And what Nixon did pales in comparison to what Trump did. So I'm asking about the Supreme Court. It looks like they're going to rush to a conclusion quickly. It looks like it's going to flood Trump with all kinds of emotions. Our Constitution is our Constitution. The Supreme Court, their job is to uphold our Constitution. I feel like it's going to happen pretty quickly. The decision's going to come pretty fast. One day we'll just wake up and it'll be they decided, or the middle of the day or something. And there's a rush of emotions coming onto Trump around that. And the Two of Wands, it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's kind of like, of course he doesn't have immunity. Are we a democracy or not, right? Yes, we want to kick them all out. We want to kick the bums out. Let's read on MAGA Mike. So what's starting to happen, I love how they would all say, remember though, for 4 years, yeah, I know the evidence about Russia has always been there. It's just coming back around now. Like, I don't know this, I follow the news all day. Yes, it's going to become crystal clear for all to see. That's definitely, yeah. Everything you're saying is, I'm with you all the way, WJ. How many times for 4 years, because you know Trump had all his phrases that he would say over and over and over and over again. You could probably make a list. You probably don't want to do that, but you could probably make a list of all the things that Trump would say over and over and over and over again. Because they get in your brain, and that's his tactic. The do-nothing Democrats. How many times did he refer to the Democrats as the do-nothing Democrats? Can you say projection? What have the Republicans done? What have they done for the American people? Can we say do nothing Republicans? Do nothing but destroy Republicans? What a freaking mess. I'm going to read on just in general. Kevin McCarthy gets up there. Have you seen this one? They presented new photos of Hunter Biden. Nice. Kevin McCarthy gets up there, and what does he say about he really enjoyed all the service he's done for his country? I couldn't think of one thing that Kevin McCarthy has done for this country. Can you? Did I miss something? The do-nothing Republicans. Oh my gosh. Oh, so Mike in the chat says Republicans passed a bill for whole milk in school. You just opened up a can of worms there. If you haven't seen it, I'm looking for a video clip of it. It just happened. Virginia Shut Up Fox from North Carolina. I believe it's North Carolina. The old lady. I'm going to call her an old lady because she's an old lady and I don't like her. The Shut Up Woman. Yes. The Shut Up Woman. There's a clip of her on the House floor making a case for, this is what, it's a big deal. Children get to have whole milk in school instead of 1% or 2% milk, right? Yeah, that's the best you can do. Why can't they have fat-free milk? Why does it even matter? Virginia Fox. She's not right. There's something wrong with her. So she's up there and she's going, she has her papers and she's reading her papers. And she starts talking about Santa Claus. she starts making a case for Santa Claus. That whole milk makes Santa strong. And Santa couldn't do all that. I am not joking. I'm telling you God's honest truth. That's what she was talking about on the floor of the house. No, not even the high fructose corn syrup. Santa needs his strength because Santa goes from house to house. This is our taxpayer dollars. Thank you, Marge. These guys are a good addition to the, they help me to not freak out. Almond milk is healthier. Why are they talking about milk? This world is in peril. Our democracy is on the brink. She literally, it's got to be the first time ever. It's got to be the first time ever that somebody got up on the floor and started to make a case for Santa Claus. I think we should write to her and tell her, I'm sorry, Santa is not real. There's not any children watching, right? Santa's not real. She's probably getting money from dairy lobbyists. Even if she was, that's... We need to have whole milk because Santa needs it to be strong. It doesn't help to breathe, Lois. I'm breathing. We need to get rid of these bums. It doesn't even matter that she's being paid by a lobbyist for the dairy industry. Don't get up there and the serious government meeting session and talk about Santa as if he's real. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Marge. I'm actually reading about her right now. I'm not even talking about the milk. I'm talking about her. This is not about the milk. This is about her taking that to the house floor. Yes, I'm frazzled. It's not even a good distraction. The Eight of Wands, I don't feel like she's going to be there much longer. I feel like Virginia Fox kind of blew it for herself. I'm sorry to go on about it, but that one took the cake. The Five of Pentacles, it's not going to really go that well for her, for Virginia Fox. She's kind of being outed. I have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords with her. Her corruption is being outed. They're wasting all our taxpayer dollars. She was the lady that said, shut up. Yeah, she's not right. There's something wrong with her. Can you imagine being in that position, holding a seat, and doing that? If I was her constituent, I'm already hitting the roof. It took the cow, not the cake. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, something's going to come to a head. I feel like she's going to be talked to about that. And I Hanukkah Harry. I don't think it's going to go well for her. I really don't. I really do not. Tea is calming. I'm fine. I'm just, you guys, didn't that upset you? Nothing. I mean, I'm fine. Everything's good. I'm good. I'm just coming unglued with that one. Maybe we need a commercial break. In a minute. Yeah, she'll be out. That's what the card said. She'll be out. She'll be out. They're holding up, they're holding up aid for Ukraine. They're putting our position on the world stage in complete peril. Think about it. Hang on, I'm taking my socks off. It's warm in my office. There's some really, really, really serious stuff going on. Which is why it really floors me even more. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I love you guys too. We go through this together. That's I just want to know if you're as mad as I am about her talking about Santa on the House floor. The Republicans in general, there's no cohesiveness. There is no coherence. They are in they all need to learn how to meditate. What a cuckoo. What a kook, exactly. Arita said he has congestive heart failure. I was just talking about Santa. I hope you're not talking about Santa. I'm fine, Warren. I'm Sicilian. I don't hide my feelings. I really don't. How are the Republicans doing is the question. They're working for the devil. Karma will have its way with the House Republicans and the Six of Wands once the energy shifts around a little bit more and they're held accountable, they're subpoenaed about, the new speaker is being exposed as we speak. And the new speaker is at risk of being ousted just like Kevin McCarthy was. As far as the Republicans goes, this is the devil card. It's called the Horn One in the Llewellyn Tarot, and this is a universe card. So the evil is going to, the evil that they've done is going to karmically come back on them because this is a universe having its way with them. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Oh, that Virginia Fox, she's gonzo. And January 6th is going to change things. The subpoena is about January 6th. Don't think for 1 second that these Republican insurrectionists that are working for Putin, don't think for 1 second that they're just, kicking their feet up. Honestly, don't think for 1 second that they're relaxed. The do-nothing Democrats, yeah, right. The Democrats they're pulling all the weight of all the Republicans. Johnson really pissed off all the MAGAs in the House. Yeah, I'm not yelling, I'm Italian. MAGA Mike is very insecure. He's in over his head. He doesn't know what to do. Whenever I think of MAGA Mike, I see him afraid of Trump. I see him fearing Trump. And the reason, let me tell you the reason all those Republicans voted for an impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden when they all knew better. They all knew better. What are you talking about? Sophie from Golden Girls, she was Sicilian too. Oh my gosh, it's so true. So funny. She was really funny. Can totally see the Sicilian. When the Republicans all voted unanimously for an impeachment inquiry into Biden, let me tell you what was behind that. Every last one of them, I swear. They were thinking about that they didn't want to go on vacation for the holidays and receive death threats. They were only thinking about themselves, and that's all they were thinking. So they all voted for an impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden with no crimes. No crimes to impeach him for. Let's take a look at how that's going to go. How that impeachment inquiry is going to go for them. Just the impeachment inquiry itself. It's not going to last long. This is the Three of Wands. The impeachment inquiry is not going to last long. I hear different takes on MSNBC about what different talking heads think. I heard somebody say the impeachment inquiry is going to last a year. I disagree. It's not going to take very long. I don't understand why somebody would even say it would take a year, because they don't have anything. They don't have a crime. and the Queen of Cups. This is interesting because there's no crime against Biden. This is weird because I feel a female putting an end to this craziness. I feel a female putting an end to this craziness, and I'm not sure who that would be. But the impeachment inquiry is going to be put to bed by a female. I'm feeling Kamala Harris. That's, and I don't know how that would work. But I see a female putting an end to the impeachment inquiry. Is it, it feels like it's Harris. Huh. I'm not sure how that would work, but I'll have to look into that further. More Democrats running in elections winning. Sing it with me. More Democrats running in elections winning. Well, it's kind of a chant. It's kind of a cheerleading chant. More Democrats running in elections winning. It's time for my commercial. It's kind of a long one. Sunday, December 17th is this week, 4 to 6:30 p.m. You want to engage in the energy of the season of the winter solstice because it's very magical. The veils are very thin. We always raise the energy in our events. We always do. This is a really special one. We're going to bring greens, like evergreens and stuff, and we're going to build our own altars at home. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just giving you some guidelines. We're going to have candles. We're going to have our solstice trees. You can invite your friends over and be part of this. The Yule log, we're going to write intentions for the coming year. We're going to spend a little bit of time reflecting on the year that's gone by for our winter solstice event. Please go to psychicannettedion.com and sign up for this. We're going to share stories. We're going to talk about our ancestry and, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to read some stories from old-time Christmas stuff. Book a tarot reading or a tea leaf reading or spiritual life coaching is available also at psychicannettedion.com. Save Our Democracy. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. This is about your life. This isn't about red and blue. This is about your life and our national security. Make Your Life Better. Watch Church of Spirituality Sundays at 1 Eastern Time. Maria's looking forward to the winter solstice event. Even if you decide at the last minute, the Zoom invite goes out Sunday morning. And so it's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to be playing live music to start. The podcast for Spirit Talk Podcast with Kathy Beal, I think she's in the house tonight. Thank you, Christina. We're going to have a show talking about the upcoming full moon. So that show is going to be on Tuesday at 3. Tune in for our Spirit Talk podcast with our resident amazing astrologer, Kathy Beal. 3 o'clock on Tuesday. President Biden is speaking at 3 on Tuesday or now? Grassrootsofdemocracy.com is where you go to join our meetings, and if you are unable to attend our meetings, you will still receive copious notes and you'll still receive a guided meditation for a healed America. And on December 23rd, starting at 4 p.m., I'm doing a fundraiser for my YouTube channel. And the fundraiser for my YouTube channel is going to be me with decorations and everything. From the time period, I'm going to read A Christmas Carol. 4 o'clock on December 23rd, 4 o'clock Eastern Time live. The whole story. The whole story. So it's a fundraiser for my channel. Our nation's democracy is a risk, but we can defeat the fascists. Let's do this. What was the speech today? I missed Joe Biden's speech. I'll have to go back and look. So we'll do a few more minutes. We're riding with Biden. We'll do a few more minutes. I know there's tons of stuff to read on, as usual, but I don't want to go too long. Let me just remind you of this card because it was so amazing. I'm going to read it to you again. We started with this. This rune activates the subconscious in the material world, imbuing the positive power of destruction to the constricting, harmful, and antiquated systems and structures. Yes, sirree. Let's read about Joe Biden. Record-breaking everything. Best economy in the world. Best jobs numbers in pretty much in history. Yes, reading A Christmas Carol is going to be really fun. It's my favorite story. It's got ghosts, it's kind of spiritual, it's got old, Dickens, it's great. Joe Biden. We will save our democracy because I'm going to scare enough people. It's my job. And I'm going to rant like crazy and get all mad and everything. Months and months ago, I think I told you all that I had a vision of Biden's numbers up in the 70%. I don't know if mainstream media will tell you that. I wrote another email to MSNBC today. I forget what I was mad about today, but what was it? It's always something. There's a Three of Cups. I'm asking how Biden's doing. There's a Three of Cups. That's a celebration card. Please hit the thumbs up. Four of Wands. Holding steady. Holding steady. We are celebrating this great economy. There was more money spent this Black Friday. Economy, jobs, student loan forgiveness, and your daughter wants to vote for Trump? There was so much money. There was more money spent on Black Friday than ever in history. So don't tell me that Americans are, I know some people are struggling. I'm not talking about that. There's always that. But they'd be struggling a whole lot more in a government that wasn't democracy and that didn't have a Democratic president. This is the shake-up. The Tower card is here. So there's a kind of a shake-up coming, but look, we're celebrating. So what do you all think that means? Lowering, I was thinking about the price of insulin going from thousands of dollars a month to $35 a month being kept. BFD. Oh, is that what Biden was talking about? Because I heard that he and Obama were going to get together and kind of have a little bit of a celebration about Obamacare, healthcare. So there's a big shakeup and we're celebrating. I'm reading about the Biden administration. A big shakeup and we're celebrating, and he's holding down the fort right now. Saving Social Security. It's a no-brainer. Lowering food prices. We have our work cut out for us. How does the solar flares affect us? If you want to know a little bit more about that, you can go to Sadhguru talks about that. And he spells Sadhguru Sadhguru. That's Sadhguru. He talks about the solar flares and how they're affecting us. They can mess with technology. They can make people super anxious, solar flares. This time of year, the way the gravitational pull is, this time of year, it's come to the winter solstice event, because we're going to tap into this energy. The way that the energy is, there's a strong gravitational pull on the earth right now. And you saw that guru doing a commercial. He doesn't do commercials. Next time I'll show you things that Sadhguru has signed for me in person. We used to all hang out together. A long time ago. But yeah, the solar flares do affect us. And you may have, if you watched the show this afternoon with Catherine Glass, we were talking about, I mentioned seeing the meteor showers a little bit the other night. It was gorgeous. And all that affects us. And I also saw that Halley's Comet is coming back. I saw a quick headline and I Need to Google it. Let's pull 3 cards, community cards, because we really just can't get to everything. Just, you know, if you're talking to people around holiday parties or anything, just say, you know, Democrats are working for the American people, and as far as Republicans go, I don't know, WTF, what are they doing? Except making a big mess out of everything. Obama's going to pitch for Biden next year, and he did in 2020 also. Just keep visualizing democracy wins over and over. The star. That's democracy wins. The 10 of Swords is, you know, it's not going to be easy. We're going to see some icky stuff. Haley's comment's not until 2051. Maybe it was a different comment. Yeah, maybe it might have been a different comment. I don't know. I'll go look again. Community cards. This is the star. This is the United States. This is the pain that we've been through. This is the pain that we're in. And the 2 of Cups. The Democrats are going to come back together. The Democrats are going to take back the House. The Democrats are going to take back the House. The Democrats are taking back the House. Right? Cheryl, it sounds like your daughter is very, very, very underinformed. Let's read some tea leaves. The Democrats are going to win everything because the Republicans have pissed off too many people. Corporate cutbacks are causing them to sponsor dumber Republicans. I just saw something fly by. So fun hanging out with you all on Friday nights. When you become a member, you get an affirmation every single day. It used to be 5 days, now it's 7 every single day. When you join my channel, you get a beautiful affirmation to start your day with. It's changing my life. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. I need to grow my channel. I'm making a New Year's resolution. You bought a gingerbread scone today, Darren? Oh, that sounds delicious. Oh, and Julie's given Cheryl some advice about educating people about what fascism actually is. In our cup, we have, see, it's the good stuff. You guys like to read, so I keep seeing angels. I keep seeing angels. This is in the position of Jupiter. We're going to see people becoming kinder. I know, it might be hard for you to believe this, but people will be kinder because it's the holidays. So let's focus on that. People will be kinder. Look, the martini glass has a little, this is a little warning, don't drink too much. And yeah, and also really strong guidance to make sure that you celebrate. Make sure that you celebrate. Make sure you come to the winter solstice event and or celebrate in some way. Don't just let it go by. Don't let the holidays go by and sit and pout. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you. We won't get back into the Santa discussion. Julie's getting kinder as the verdicts come in. I love it. I'm going to start doing videos on Joe Biden's accomplishments in the near future. Yes, I see the martini. It's saying don't drink too much, and but definitely celebrate. A witch's hat and a bird. Kind of. But we have a lot of the tea leaves ended up in Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus. I believe I have that right. and it is about material gain and sensual things, and just really get into the candles. Make sure you blow them out at night. Really get into incense and coziness. And by the way, the winter solstice, this reminds me, yeah, you see a witch? This reminds me that the actual winter solstice is on December 21st, and the moon is in Taurus. So this is Jupiter in Taurus. But get cozy. You all see witches flying? Well, that kind of represents transcending things, you know? Thank you, Julie, for the beautiful compliment. And all of you who give beautiful compliments. It makes my day. A dog looking up at the witch? Well, witches, if you see a witch, that's a positive to me. I see it looks like a partridge there with long legs. I see a dog. See the dog? That's loyalty. This is really about being expansive, being warm and cozy on the solstice, because the moon is in Taurus on the 21st, on the actual solstice, even though we're celebrating on the 17th. You all see witches. That's because I'm a witch. I'm a good witch. Bottle drop. Did you hear that? We haven't heard the bottle drop in a while. Speaking of, being festive and partying. Well, it's a lot, but we're in this together, and I also want to let you know I am going to do predictions for 2024. I haven't picked a date to do that yet. A witch and a cat, is this Halloween? No, it was a dog. I saw a dog. A dog means loyalty. And the witch, it's about transcending things. It's about getting into nature, because Wicca is a nature religion. Yeah. Maria can read tea leaves. I'm teaching you, see? So I am going to do a 2024 predictions video. I might do it on my own and upload it. I'll let you know. That was a big bottle drop. They're partying, man. That's all I have for now. Please join us for the solstice, and it was fun hanging out and ranting. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. Namaste. See ya.